if you go to a doctor's visit, we'll check a lot of different vital signs, your temperature, your blood pressure, a lot of different things like that. Well, we here on the Hudson River look at many different vital signs as well. We look at the fish, we look at the habitats, and we also like to look at water quality and weather conditions. We're joined today by my good friend Sarah to tell us a little bit about weather and water quality monitoring on the Hudson. Take it away, Sarah.
Well, this is a YSI data logger, and we use this to monitor the water quality in both the river and the tidal marshes.
I see that.
Yeah, we actually have one of these deployed beneath the pilings right over there. So this instrument has probes that record things like water temperature, pH, turbidity, and salinity.
Gotcha.
We have 6 stations in all that we visit about once a month to check the instruments and to take some additional measurements of nutrients in the water.
Now, so that's a little bit about water conditions. How about the weather conditions up here?
Well, we have a weather station right here that records things like air temperature, wind direction, and wind speed, and relative humidity. We're a part of Hurricos, which is a network of both weather and water quality stations all up and down the Hudson River that beam data in real time about every 15 minutes to a satellite and back down to the internet.
Oh, that's very cool. Now there's obviously a lot of great science involved in here. How does the information that you're collecting affect other people out and about in their daily lives?
Well, commercial boaters and recreational boaters, they need to know about real-time conditions on the river. But actually, one data application that we never saw coming happened last winter when the U.S. Airways Flight 1549 emergency landed on the Hudson, actually in the New York Harbor, right near one of our stations. Now, the emergency rescuers deserve all the credit for saving the lives of all 150 passengers, but Hurricos data was provided to predict favorable currents for towing the plane to a safe location. There's real-time data for a real-life emergency.
That's awesome. That's very cool, too.
Yeah.
We have a lot of students that interact with the Hudson River here in our area. There's an event called A Day in the Life of the Hudson River, where students get down and monitor the water every day. One day in October each year.
Right.
And I know that a group down at Piermont, which is much closer to the Atlantic Ocean, one of the things they found last October was that the water there had a salinity of about 7 parts per thousand, or it was a lot saltier than here where it's freshwater. Does that salinity stay the same all the time?
Well, I actually checked our Piermont station this morning, and it was reading 5.5 parts per thousand.
Gotcha. All right. So what would be the reason for that?
Well, let's take a look at some salinity animation.
Oh, okay.
And if you're seeing this on your screen, the red will be the salt water, and the blue will be the fresh water. So basically, in the spring, much like today, there's a lot more rain and snow melt that's contributing more fresh water and diluting the salt water being brought in from the tides.
Fantastic.
Whereas in the fall, you'll have less rain, so less freshwater input. So areas such as Piermont that are close to the ocean will stay saltier.
Sarah, this is fantastic. Thank you very much for showing us. You've got a great
problem,
handle on what's going on in the river. I like
try.
that.